How do I make time for everything in my schedule? As a busy working mom, we're going to dive in. I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. Let's go. I'm going to share with you my 5-step plan on how to get everything done in your day. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is look ahead. You want to look ahead and you want to do this in a very strategic way. You want to look through your year, your quarters, your months, your weeks, and your days. And I know this can seem like a really long, elaborate plan, but if you're going to accomplish those big goals, you have to make sure that you have everything planned out. First, go really, really wide and look at your year. What are the goals that you want to achieve? And by the way, you can do this at any time. You can do this in July for the year ahead, but just know you're going to take that big picture and then start to break it down into your smaller goals. So as you look and you plan ahead, you're going to look at all the different buckets, all the different areas that are important to you. So what does your life look like right now? And what do you want it to be? As a wife, as a mother, as a business owner, you're going to go through and very intentionally look at every single one of these buckets and decide what your goals are so you can plan that out for the entire year and then break it down then into your quarters, months, and days. Okay, the second step in this plan is you are going to pull out those calendars. Now, if you haven't seen the video yet, you definitely want to go check out this sexy calendar planning video because I break it all down there. But we're going to talk about digital calendars here and your actual physical calendars. So I love syncing up my calendar with my husband's schedule, with also anyone that's helping. So this could be your childcare, this could be family members, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. But the secret to this, and I mentioned this in the sexy planning calendar video, is that everything needs to sync up and be color coded. So I'll give you an example for my calendar. All of my content, so all of Sandy's personal stuff is in purple. We have my husband's who's in blue. The kids are in green. My marketing, sales, business calendar is in yellow. And then we have all of the family extracurricular stuff in a different color. So again, do what works best for you in terms of your calendar, in terms of your planning, in terms of all the different obligations and things that you have. But when you have this on a physical calendar, it allows people to see your support system, to see what you have going on. The digital calendar is for the day-to-day to look at your schedule, what you have going on, the kids' schedules, the dentist appointments, the pickups, the drop-offs. And this is really going to help you plan your day so you know exactly how it's going, where you need to be, and you can be fully supported along the way. So don't be afraid to use both. Get that digital calendar in place, but also know that you have to have that physical calendar. And I'm going to link in my Amazon store so you have it, the actual calendar that I use, all of the color codes that I use as well, so you can plug those in. But use both because this is really going to help you optimize not only your days, but making sure that you're hitting your goals and you're putting that time and attention into everything that you need, from the business to your spouse to your kids, and obviously also that self-care. You want to get that into. Don't neglect yourself. So get all of that in. The only way it's going to happen to get all of those things in and check all those buckets is if you have a system and a plan in place. So schedule those things, and I promise you, you're going to get everything done. The third step in this plan is time blocking. Now, there's a couple big things that I want to mention here. Number one, you have to know what you're using this time for. So as you're time blocking and you're figuring out what those chunks of time are, what are your most productive hours? Now, this has changed for me with different seasons of my life, but I've had times when my kids were napping throughout the day and I could fit smaller chunks of time in, but figure out what you need to be more consistent with and how you're going to make that happen. So for me today, in this time of season and summertime, I'm able to kind of batch my time into different time blocks. But also when school year comes around, that time blocking looks a little bit different too. So you have to know what season you're in. Know what season you're in so you can plan the time blocking accordingly to the work that you need to get done and the places that you need to show up. The other thing that you want to keep in mind is how much time do you need in a day to get that productive work done? How much time do you want to be spending with your kids or date nights with your spouse? You really want to look at how much time that you need. And a great way to do this is a time audit. So for a day or a week, if you can, take the time to do an audit of your time so you can see how much time it actually takes to do these tasks. How much time does it take to make phone calls to clients? How much time does it take to send out your emails? Or how much time do you want to be spending with your kids? You really have to know how much time, so you have a good idea when you're planning your calendar and your time blocking, what it realistically is going to take, not what you think it is. Because there's a big difference between what you think it is and then what it actually turns out to be. So do a day, a 24-hour or even a week-long audit of your time so you can figure out what that time blocking is realistically going to look like. And then as you plan your days and as you're planning your weeks, you're going to know exactly how much time to allocate where. The other thing is, as a busy working mom, you have to figure out where those productive times are. So if you know that when the baby's down sleeping, or you have a chunk of time later or early in your day, you're really able to maximize that time. So like we talked about, when you do your time audit, make sure that you know where those times are, because that's really going to help you figure out how you're batching out your days, how you're blocking out your days so you can be the most successful. The fourth part of this plan is leave margin for error. Of course, as a working mom, there's always things that happen. The kids don't want to go to camp, they're sick, there's always something that comes up. So if you can plan for that margin in your day, I talked about this in my last YouTube video, you definitely want to give yourself grace and just also know that things probably aren't going to go exactly the way that you want or that you're hoping 100% of the time. So as you're trying to do this whole work-life balance thing, the kids, the work, the spouse, the self-care, just know that you're going to constantly be making adjustments, and that's okay. That's kind of par for the course. And the more that you're doing it, the more kind of systems and routines you have in place, the better you're going to safeguard that time to get everything done. But there is going to be a small percentage of the time when things don't go the way that you plan. So just know that that's okay. And as long as you're planning for that and you kind of have that built in to what you're already doing, it's not going to completely derail the whole schedule. So build that margin, that room in there for when things don't go as planned. But if you're doing steps 1, 2, and 3, you're going to be able to make sure that you are able to do everything and still have some extra wiggle room if you need it. So the fifth tip and part of this plan is using technology to your advantage. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you a few of my absolute favorite apps and technology and AI that I love using that help me work smarter, not harder. Now, some of these tools are top secret because they're my absolute favorite that my team and I use. And these help us actually get more time in the day. And I don't know about you, but as a working mom, I will take all that extra time if I can get it. And using tools like the ones I'm going to share with you in a moment are going to help you do this. By the way, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and share with another working mom that needs this content, that wants to maximize her day, that wants the systems, the strategies, and the support to not just scale her business, but to be present in the areas that matter most. So hit that subscribe button, share with a friend, and let's get into tip number 5, which is probably the biggest and best tip so far. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a few of my secret AI tools and technology that my team and I love. So other than Google Calendar, like I mentioned, some of these AI tools and technology and apps are really going to help you to not just streamline your work, but cut your work in half, if not more. So let's dive into some of these. So the first one that I have is called Decipher. And Decipher is an app that allows you to upload your videos. And once you upload them, you can do everything on here. So let's click on one of these videos. Now, this was a YouTube video that I had. And the YouTube video, once it's uploaded here in the Decipher app, it will give you everything from audiograms to reels, show notes, summaries, quotes that you said during the video. It'll even give you video chapters that you can use in your YouTube video. It'll give you the transcript of everything that you said. It'll give you an article. So if you do any kind of blogging, that's going to be in there. And then it even goes into the social, the tweet threads, the captions, focus, key titles, suggestions. So tapping into this, no matter what platform you're on or no matter what social media apps you're using, this is really going to help you to streamline and also to make sure that the time that you're putting into this is not just streamlined, but it's going to cut this time in half for you. Okay, so the next tool that I want to share with you is ConvertKit. Now, there's so many different CRMs that you can use, but whether it's ConvertKit or Go High Level, I actually use both of them. And I started transitioning over from ConvertKit to Go High Level because of all the different features that they had. So there's texting other than just email. So these are going to be your CRMs, your client resource management. And this is where your email happens. This is where your texting happens. This is where you have all of that communication with your subscribers, with people that are on your newsletter list. So this is something that is going to save you so much time because, again, I always say if you're going to do something once, then you should have an automation or a system in place. That's what your CRM is going to do. That's what ConvertKit's going to do. That's what your Go High Level is going to do. And if you want to learn more about this, I actually talk about this in my High Performance Accelerator Academy. You can click the link below and that will give you more information on HPAA, where every single week we talk about the systems, strategy, and support that you need in your business to grow, to scale, and do it in a way where you get to be a present working mom. So this is just one of the tools that I've been using for years that my team and I absolutely love, and that you can use this to streamline all of the work that you're doing already on a daily basis. Okay, so a couple more tools that I want to share with you are going to be really, really important when it comes to your social media, to repurposing, and again, are going to save you so much time. So the first one I want to share with you is Opus. If you do any form of video, whether it's a long form or short form, it just has to be, I believe, over 3 minutes. Opus is the tool for you. So we've been using this now for probably about a year. And what I love about Opus is that you can take a long form video clip like this one on YouTube, or any content that you do, lives, like think about all the content that you make. You want to repurpose that. You want to use that, whether it's for your courses, your blogs, any kind of promo or educational videos, and you just pop it right here in Opus. It works. It's AI magic. It will actually rate your video to see how viral it'll be. And then it will give you all of the clips, about 10 to 20 clips, short form that you can use on social media. For your reels, for your YouTube shorts. Like, you guys, it's pretty much magic in an application. So check the link below because I have an affiliate link for you to check out to get started. Okay, now the next tool that I have for you is like absolute game changer. I feel like I'm saying this about all of them, but it's really important that you have the right tools in your business so you can work smarter, not harder. Now, the ManyChats application is, I'm sure you've heard about this before. It's such a game changer. If you don't have it, it's going to cut your work even more in half because you set a system in place one time. It will do your emailing for you. It will send people to landing pages for you. It will get people as your subscribers, like literally anywhere you want your followers to go, your tribe, your people to go. It will send them with just one word. So let's say I want you to go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I would make a video. I would set up a ManyChat code, and as soon as you said the word, I don't know, subscribe, it would send you to my subscribe page. And with a click of a button, you would be on my list. And again, you could do this for anything. You could do this for landing pages. You could do this for your social media. You could do this for literally any page that you wanted to send someone to, your affiliate links, your blog, your websites, all of it. So if you don't know how this works, get inside the academy where I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it and get it all set up with just one click of a button. Okay, finally, we have vidIQ. Now, if you're doing any kind of media, any kind of video, you want to use vidIQ. It's essentially like AI meets your video editing bestie who's going to do hours and hours of work for you. But again, in just a click of a button, it's going to brainstorm for you. It's going to generate viral videos. It's going to give you keywords and hashtags. It's going to give you ideas. It's going to give you outliers of videos that went viral on YouTube that you can make your own. Like, you guys, I cannot talk about this enough and I highly recommend this enough, because if you're making any content, you want to make sure that people are watching it. And this is what vidIQ is going to do for you. All I got to say is click the link below, because when you get signed up with this, you're going to get access to all of these things. And why wouldn't you want to have AI and different tools and applications work in your favor? Because otherwise you're going to be doing hours of research, hours of work that you otherwise wouldn't have to do. This is going to do that for you, whether it's topics, whether it's your hashtags, whether it's your descriptions. Like, it's literally all right here. So all of these links are below and more that I want to share with you. And if you want to dive deeper, that's what the High Performance Accelerator Academy is for. We tie in every single week the systems, the strategy, and the support on how to streamline your business and how to be present. And truly, that's what allows me to be the mother, the wife, and the entrepreneur that I am today. Because if I didn't have these things in place, it would be impossible. I mean, I don't want to say impossible, but it would be really, really hard to be able to get all these things done, because if you're just trying to do everything manually by yourself, it is an uphill battle. So I'm here with you to support you, to give you these tools, to give you these resources, to make your life easier. And again, comment below and let me know. I want to hear from you. What is one tool that you're going to start using to make your life easier? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And as always, go out and slay your day.